How's it going, everyone? Gaz Valley back with another video. Just going for another walk on this bike track here. Sun's almost going down. But yeah, it's nice afternoon. Yeah, this one I just want to talk about how the narcissist is a chameleon. And just talk about about the shared fantasy and how they trick you, they dupe you and so forth. When the narcissist first comes into your life, you know, it's like they're so intrigued with you, you know. They're hanging off every word that you're saying, and they will always want to be in your presence. They always want to be doing things with you. You know, things just seem to just move along so fast, you know. Everything's great in the beginning. It's like you're going on trips, dates, movies, spending every bit of time you can with this person because you're just like in awe of this person. Like, where have they been in my life? It's so amazing. But what we don't realize is that this person's just looking to trick us and trap us. And in other words, like enslave us in this shared fantasy. And it's through the entrainment. It's like, I mean, it's through a host of things. Like, one of the things is entrainment, where they just repeating words, just a repetition of words, sounds, phrases, things like that. And then what happens is your brain waves start to synchronize. So your brain waves synchronize with the abuser. And you go into this like hypnotic trance. And then it's like you become brainwashed. So you get seduced. It's like they bring you into this web of like delusion, confusion, you know, through the pleasure and pain, the intermittent reinforcement. It's like they're breadcrumbing you. They're giving you good times, then the bad times, you know, the hurts, and then the pleasure. And the confusion, because you're trying to work it out. What's going on? Why is this person treating me like this? It was just good the other day, and now it's all going crazy. And they start to give you the silent treatment, but they won't contact you back. You're wondering what's going on. And then they're doing these mini hoovers. They're coming back into your life. It's like they're disappearing, then coming back. And through the abuse, through this entrainment, when they've got you in this, you know, it's like they've coerced you into this situation, and it's like they've got you under this spell now. It's like you feel emotionally entangled. It's like this entanglement. It's like this enmeshment. It's like through the entrainment, through the brainwashing, you become like one mind, one hive mind. It's like one brain. And you dissociate. You have these experiences of like derealization, where things seem to be like a nightmare. It's like the way that you look at the world around you now, it's like completely different. It's like this scary, dream-like place where nothing's making any sense. You got this, you know, dissociation going on. Like, it's like you have amnesia. You can't remember things. Just the abuse, just the projection. All the while they're doing all this projection onto you. It's like they're projecting all the things that they hate about themselves onto you. And because we're empathic, we take it on board and we say, oh, it must be something I did. When it's got nothing to do with us. Nothing to what we did. It's just all these things that they want to get rid of. The things that they hate about themselves, the things that they despise about themselves, they just want to project onto their target. And then when we identify with those things, that's when, you know, or believe those things and start to accept them as it might, you know, as it was something that we did. Then we just feel, you know, worse and worse and worse. We feel in pain and everything like that. We're trying to fix the situation and everything, but it's not even us. But they'll have you believing that it's you. Through that repetition, through that brainwashing, that indoctrination. Just consistently telling you lies. And yeah, when we identify with that, when we start to accept that as the truth, that's when they turn around and blame us. Because they start to see everything that they hate about themselves. You become like a reflection. And so it just goes, you know, it just gets worse and worse and worse. It's like the abuse just escalates. Everything just ramps up. And so you go deeper into the fog, into the narcissistic fog, trying to understand things, trying to understand your partner or who you see as your partner. But in the beginning, you're just like, and I mean, even through the relationship, you might have taken on that savior role where you just want to help them. You start to see red flags, and you start to see things that are wrong and stuff, and it's like you want to help them, you want to save them, you want to make things better, you want to change the situation, you know, so you can be happy together and everything. But it just seems like they're insatiable. They've just got these insatiable needs. They're never satisfied because they've got this void inside them. But it's like you can feel that emptiness. You just want to help them. It's like this malignant, this malignant hope or optimism. It's because we have the empathy, we have the warm empathy, and we can, We want to see things positive, see things in a positive light, but they don't do positive emotions. You know, the other thing, the other negative trait, you know, there with the malignancy, that malignant optimism is like, oh, we think that, you know, we can make it better, or that we can change this person, that we can heal the person, that we can, you know, somehow fix them in that. Or they're just having a bad day. You know, they had a rough time, or they're having a rough time at their work. You know, we can make things better. It's just a, you know, it's just a small thing that we can get past together and everything. So you know, it's like the tendency to like overlook things and not to really look, you know, look at the truth of it really, and, you know, see it with like, you know, see it with clarity and perspective and logic and everything. It's like because we feel so much for the person, you know, we feel like we love them so much, you know, we have this tendency to like overlook the red flags. We say, no, we can work this out together, or, you know, it's a passing thing, it's a fleeting thing, we can get past it. And like they just want to have us like running on that hamster wheel, you know, on an endless quest to satisfy them and things. It's like this wild goose chase. It's like they want to, you know, say, yeah, we can do this, we can go on this trip. They give you this, you know, dangle this carrot in front of you and say, yeah, we can have this magical future together. And just future fake you. So you just continually like be running around, you know, just on this wild goose chase just to get this like golden egg that's not even there. It's just another strategy that they use. And it's like the other strategy, the other thing that they use as well is, you know, they know that they've got, you know, they've got this cold empathy they can use. They don't have the warm empathy, so they're not able to connect with us like on that intimate level, on that, you know, they're not able to be intimate, or they don't have compassion, you know, that love. You know, they're not able to connect, you know, deeply, or on a deep emotional level. There's like no emotional resonance. There's like there's just no bonding there. It's like we can bond to them, but they never bond to anyone. But see, we don't know that, but they've got this, you know, they've got this type of empathy, it's called cold empathy, and they can weaponize that. They use that, you know, to trick us, to like dupe us into thinking that they do, because what they do is that they imitate warm empathy. It's like they mimic people's facial expressions. you know, their gestures, personalities, things like that. They mimic and they attach it to their mask. They sort of integrate all of these things, that like all these people around them, all these different things that they see on television or on their phones. They might be watching things and they just take a piece from here and a face from there and an expression from there, and they just integrate all these things. They just attach it to their mask. So they give you this illusion. You know, they're camouflage chameleons. They can shapeshift and they can change. They could be one person today and then someone completely different tomorrow. It's like they disappear and they reappear. It's like, you know, they're like machines with like faulty programming. But they use this cold empathy and they give you this illusion that they're this person that does have love, that does have compassion, joy, and, you know, they give you this impression that they can be committed, that they can love you, that they do understand where you're coming from, and that they go through similar things that what everyone else goes through. But the truth is that they don't. It's just a facade. It's just an illusion. They just have all these mechanisms to trick and trap people into their shared fantasy, to trick and trap people into their world, into this, you know, into this illusion. It's all a deception. They're like opportunistic, like they're opportunists, like they see a situation and they think that they can gain supply out of it. They're going to do it. But yeah, they imitate, they mimic, they just look for opportunities. You know, they're good at reading people. You know, they study people. You know, they look for the weaknesses in people, the frailties. And they just want to give, you know, they want to give you this false impression, you know. They want to give you this false, well, they trick you into thinking that, you know, they've got their best intentions for you. And they just want to give you this illusion that they've, you know, they've got their best intentions in their heart for you, that they love you, all this stuff. It's just lies. They're pathological liars. Because they live in the fantasy. So they just want to coerce you and trick you and trap you and bring you into that fantasy. So they can drain you. Because at the same time, they're like vampires. They're like chameleons, but they're also like vampires. So they shapeshift, but then they drain you like vampires. They just take all your energy, your resources, and your time. Or you invest, you know, everything. You just invest everything into them. Because you think of this grand future. Or you're thinking that this person loves you and has got empathy and has got the best for you. When really it's a lie. This person's like got a mask on, is playing this false character, and just brainwashing you. And through the abuse, through all these toxic traits that they use against us, you know, manipulation, you know, they use intimidation. They just want to dominate you, take away your identity. You know, because they're jealous and envious. You know, they see the beautiful traits that we have. You know, they see that we can love, we can have real intimate connections and things like that, but they don't understand that. Their minds don't work like that. That's like, they know that things are wrong with them. You know, they might give off this impression that they've got it all together and they're all grandiose. Or, you know, I don't need this, I don't need this kind of attitude, this kind of grandiose, I'm so good, I'm better than everyone else. Why would I want that? Or why would I don't need that, da 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 da. This grandiose, I'm so good attitude. But really, when they're alone and no one's there and they're not getting any narcissistic supply, they know there's, you know, something wrong with them. But of course they don't want to admit any of that, and they won't take accountability or anything for any mistakes. They just want to project. They want to project all the things that they hate about themselves, all the things that they loathe, everything, you know, within, all the toxicity within them. They just want to project that onto their victims. And then have them identify with it and start to blame themselves and things like that. But then you start to, you become a mirror. It's like you start to reflect all the things that they hate about themselves. And yeah, just all the abuse just escalates more. While this is happening, you're becoming, more dissociated. You're feeling more pain, you're feeling more like anxiety, frustration, stressed out, like you don't even know who you are anymore. Because all your energy and everything, all your mental faculties and everything that you've, has just been focused onto them. It's like your whole world becomes them. Until you feel like you completely disappeared. It's like depersonalization. But yeah, they're camouflage chameleons. And they just weaponize everything against us. They give you the impression that there's trust, that there's loyalty, that there's commitment, that there's, love, understanding, and there's, peace, joy, and that, they've got the best for you. But it's all a lie. It's all an illusion. because they can just turn it off. They can turn their empathy off just in a moment. And it's like you're left with all the damage, all the psychological damage, physical damage, emotional, spiritual damage. You know, and then, you know, you're left with that and you're thinking, like, where's this person? Where's this person just disappeared out of my life? How can someone do that? How could someone just disappear like that? It's because there was no truth in it. It was all a lie. And the realization of that is just like horrible. It's like so traumatizing. It's like, yeah, it's just like a horror movie. But when you really look at it, like all the trauma and all the like abuse and like them using you, the whole thing, and like, you know, driving here and there and that, and like the whole situation, the relationship on and off, it's just like this ongoing nightmare. That they want to bring you into this, you know, this false sense of security, and just when you think you're secure and everything's right, it's like they traumatize you again. You just can't let your guard down, you know, because you can't let your guard down. You're consistently like walking on eggshells. You know, your body's setting off all kinds of alarms, like your nervous system's going haywire, like it's telling you to get out of there. But, you know, because of your love, because of your empathy, you stay in the situation, even though deep down you know that's highly abusive and it's toxic. It's like you don't realize until you're out of it, you know, how traumatized you are, how much you denied yourself, you know. How much you put yourself off to the side, like you forgot about yourself. And you just catered to all their needs and everything that they wanted. Basically put yourself up on the altar and sacrifice yourself. And even though you sacrificed yourself for them and you did everything in your power for them, it still wasn't good enough, because they got these insatiable needs that can never be fulfilled. They've got this void inside them, this emptiness, this black hole. So it doesn't matter what anyone does for them. They'll never be satisfied. They'll never be happy, because they have this emptiness. And they're trying to fill up this emptiness with all these, you know, this narcissistic supply. You know, the attention, validation, admiration. They're trying to, you know, always have the spotlight and give them a sense of, you know, like they're alive. Give them a sense of some sort of, you know, sense of happiness or something. But They never can be. But yeah, they're like camouflage chameleons. They're like shapeshifters. And that's how they trick people. That's how they dupe people. That's how they manipulate people and trap them inside their fantasy world. Anyway, it's getting dark now. Sun's almost gone right down now. But yeah, just wanted to send another video out there. Hope you're doing well. Peace and love to all my subscribers. Peace and love to everyone out there. Hope you have an awesome day, awesome night, whatever's going on. Keep your head up, keep shining. You know, keep journaling, keep painting, keep writing. Keep doing the things that you love to do. Go for walks, ride your bike, write stories. Take a vacation, go for a drive. Just focus on the things that you love, the things that you enjoy in your life.